You guys hear that? The problem in the process serving business is you don't hear something like this going off telling you, hey, your truck needs service. This is a box truck I have for my junk removal business, and it just sits out in the yard. I'm moving it. But it got me thinking, what are the alarm bells that go off in your process serving business that should alarm you that things are not going well? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Let's get into it.
You're listening to Process Server Daily, the show where hustle meets strategy in the high-stakes world of process serving. From elite pros to the new servers taking massive action, these are the voices of a rising industry. Hosted by the founder of 123 Legal Support, Mighty Mike Reed. This is your backstage pass to building a profitable process serving empire. Let's get into it.
There's something we call procrastination. We've all heard of it. We've all done it. We're all guilty of it. But recently, I had an experience with my son, and I told him, anytime you delay something that you could do now, you delay it for later, there's a chance that you're not going to be able to do the thing in time. Thus, you lose money. Got my flags. So, Jesus is king. It's my dumpster truck. My trailer anyway. So, perfect example is me today. It's supposed to snow. So I'm out here moving trucks, doing things that I don't want to do when it's 3 feet of snow out here. So I told him, I said, son, you got to they say make hay while the sun shines. Don't wait for the snow to come to do all the things you need to do. Do them now, so that when the snow comes, you're chilling by the fire. Like, I got a nice fire going on in there. I got meetings all day today, my community, with my VIP members, with my Mighty Premium members as well, actually. Got a couple website customers that I'm meeting with. I got things to do, but here I am out here tightening bolts on a battery I should have tightened a week ago. So let's talk about a couple things process serving related that I think will help you. Well, really any business, but let's focus on process serving for a sec. So the first thing is, the biggest one is, if you do this business right, you're going to get volume. I'm talking about, if those of you guys that watch my challenge, the 10K challenge, I'm talking about $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month is about $120,000 a year, assuming it's always 10. And there's a few things you got to look out for. I love process serving business because really you just have to have a car that operates. This dumpster business that I have, I got this truck. There's a million things that could go wrong with a truck that pulls heavy weight. There's 10 million things that go wrong with a roll-off, customized roll-off trailer, the self-tarping system. Right? Like, it's got all these moving pieces. And the more services you add to your business, the more moving parts you're going to have as a process serving agency. So the thing is like, you have multiple things that you're going to have to pay for. They call this operating expenses. Well, when you first start out in business, you don't know how much it's going to cost you, right? So you have to have reserves. The best example is a spare tire. I bought this business and my son was helping me and stuff, and he took off the spare. Where did he put the lug nuts? He put them right here. Bad practices lead to disaster. Where do you put your money? Do you have an operating expense where you take out a portion of the money for operations, and then you take out a portion of the money for taxes, and then your profits get distributed to you personally? That's how you should do it. But what we're talking about today is the alarm bells are going off. What does that mean? That means there's certain signs, just like when you're sick. There's certain signs that, I'm fixing a battery here, or tightening a battery. there's certain, oh, got it on the first try. Sometimes you go and you try a million different wrench sizes and you still can't find it. So I got it on the first try. That's always good. Anyway, for those of you guys out there that are, or you girls that are wrench turners, you know what I'm talking about. Being able to eyeball, it's a good skill. So the alarm bells are going off. This usually means you're getting, if you have overdraft fees. And guys, all the things I'm telling you about are things I did, okay? Issues I had too. So it's not like I'm preaching, you know, preaching to the choir here. We've all been there. The question is, do you get out of it? Do you do things to put yourself in a situation where it doesn't happen anymore, you know? That's the question. So the first thing I would say, what are the alarm bells going off? Okay, overdraft fees in your bank. If you look at your bank statement at the end of the month, if you have even one overdraft fee, I want you to ask yourself why, and how can we make sure this never happens again? Because an overdraft fee means that your operational account dropped below $1,000. For me personally, I don't like paying the $15 a month fee. I've paid a lot of them, but I don't like paying it. So I try to keep at least $1,000 in the account. And most accounts won't, pro tip, most banks won't charge you the $15 monthly fee or $30 or whatever it is if you keep a certain amount in the account at all times. But that's also what you should do anyway, because if you drop below that amount and some transaction comes through and you get an overdraft fee, or maybe you say, oh, I don't have overdraft fees because I tell them to just decline the charge. Well, now your reputation is suffering. I went that way too, where people are like, hey, your check bounced. That is the worst feeling in the world when you send somebody a check, especially a process server who did work for you and your check bounces. You want to explain it away, and it's true you have money in another account or whatever. None of that matters. They went to the bank, deposited it, and the check bounced. Their bank immediately is like, whoa, what's the credibility of this customer? It makes your customer look bad, or your server look bad. Like, you just don't let checks bounce, period. So you only have to do these things once or twice to realize that it's a problem and you never want to do it again, okay? The overdraft fees, some people, myself included, spent a small fortune totaling at least a car payment in overdraft fees. So it's about to snow on me here, so I'm trying to get done here with this, but brake pads critical. So yeah, there you go. My truck just told me, my brand new truck just told me my brake pads are in critical condition. How's that happen? I'll tell you how it happens. My son drives the truck like a bat out of hell, and he doesn't get it serviced until the very last minute. So now I'm taking over the business because he doesn't want to do this business either. And guess what he says he wants to do? Put in the comments, what do you think he wants to do? I'll tell you at the end of the video. What do you think he wants to do? Now guys, any business that you do is going to require operational expenses. You might be like, well, I don't have a dumpster business, Mike. I have a process serving business. What about court filing fees? If you knew you could make $1,000 to go file something for somebody at the court, but you needed to have $3,000 in first appearance fees. In California, if you do a court filing, they have to pay the first appearance fees up front when they file the case. You have an opportunity to make $1,000, but you have to have $3,000, right? Because you got to be able to write the check at least, and you don't want to bounce a check with the court. They won't accept your checks anymore. Look, I never had that happen, luckily. So what are some other alarms that are going off? Bounce checks, we said that. Banks having overdraft fees, right? Probably the biggest one is that you don't have money for fuel. If you go to the gas station and your cards are all getting declined and you're trying to go serve, first of all, where did the serves come from? Are you not getting paid? One of the biggest things that process servers struggle with is getting paid on time for the work that they do. If you're a process server, you deserve to get paid. Anyone deserves to get paid for the work that they do. And if you're going around town serving papers all day, 10, 20 papers for a big box company, and they're paying you, the age-old thing is they'll send you $1,000 worth of work, but only pay $800. If that's what they're doing, you need to be like every other business owner, and you need to add interest to the bill. Because they're sending you $800 for the $1,000. And they have a good excuse. Well, that one's not closed out yet. We're still going to send you more work or more addresses on that job. Okay. Maybe you want to be okay with that, and that's fine. Okay, fine. But then what happens when they send you more work? They send you another $1,000 worth of work. But they only pay $800. Now, they owe you $400. So what you have to do, I'm a big fan of these square bodies. I collect them, square bodies. Chevy, baby. Comment below, you a Chevy guy? Chevy gal? Shout out to my Chevys, my Chevy peeps. So if these types of things are going wrong and they owe you $400 and you're having an issue with getting paid even just $400, they send you more work. You do another $1,000 worth of work. They send you $800, and now they owe you $600. I know personally, firsthand, multiple people that I've done business with, and they tell you who the companies are, and it's a pattern. As far as I know, there's a couple other people out there that help process servers. I'm one of the people who talk to the most process servers and coach the most servers across the country. Like, I have 600 people in my community. I meet with people every day, multiple people every day, and talk to them about their business. And I can tell you, the same bad actors are doing it to the same people. I won't name drop, not because I'm afraid of being sued. I don't own anything. I'm smart. I'm a real estate guy. So I don't own anything. I'm broke and have zero money and zero income. But I can tell you one thing right now is if you're going through this with they call it accounts receivable. So for those of you guys that don't know, you can easily take care of this by adding interest to it. Tell them that anything that's 30 days is a certain percent. Anything that's 60 days, it goes up in percent. And then don't waver on this. When they finally pay you for it, but they don't include the interest, stop doing work for them and tell them, you broke our policy. We have a policy in our business and you signed it when you ordered on our website. This is another reason why when I build websites for people, I give them an online order form. And in the order form, it says, all new customers will order through the site and sign our user agreement. And our user agreement states that if you are behind this amount, you will pay this amount. So let's say they didn't sign that and they're already a customer you've been doing work for. Have them sign it. Say, I can continue to do work for you, but you need to sign this. And that'll protect you because they will pay it and they may stop using you. And that's okay because you can go get more customers. That's the beauty of the free market. So the free market, it rewards those who are bold, who treat their business like a business, not like a part-time, job they can't wait to get out of. Like, there's some people who come into the business and then they go out of the business. It's because they don't want to serve papers. And if that's the case, that's fine. Plan on growing fast enough that you can pay other people to serve the papers for you, right? Like, I don't charge anything less than $150 a serve. And yeah, I'm not going to get all the mom and pop shops locally, but all the attorneys who hire us, they have no problem paying that fee because they know we're going to go above and beyond to help them get it served. Whenever I would record videos in the past, I would do a lot of Facebook Lives in the past in my process serving group on Facebook. If I ever had my kids with me, they could be quiet the whole day while I'm driving around. But as soon as I do a live, they're suddenly making little noises like and stuff like that. So I just wanted to make this video because I know there's people out there that are struggling. And the answer is, treat your business like a business. In the 10K challenge, I break down for you in detail how I built the business, how I got it started, how I got customers. You can get customers that are not big box customers. You can get customers that actually want to pay your fee. And so with that being said, go join the community if you're not already in there. And if you're in there, comment below all the value that you get. Comment below the word value and let everybody know what an awesome community this is. It's not just me, guys. There's people that have been in business for years in there that are helping you with the issues that you're dealing with your business. All right? Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
That's a wrap on another episode of Process Server Daily, where the legal support industry levels up. Want to grow your process serving business with the best marketing tools, the most engaged community, and the highest ranking directory online? Visit mightyprocessserver.com. Claim your listing. Join our free community. Surround yourself with process servers who get it and build something real. From the field to the courtroom, this is Process Server Daily. Until next time, stay safe out there and live mighty.